this is Christelle Martinette, and I'm just here to talk a little bit about an offer that I decided to put out, and it has to do with soul therapy and a soul therapy session. Everyone asks me, well, what do you do there? What is it all about, and why does it cost so much? So, well, why is it expensive? It requires extreme meditative states, and it takes so much time. I work with a protocol. I find the soul's origin, the condition it is in, how it has come to that state. Through past life choices, I can pinpoint exactly in what lifetime and also how it has played out in those lifetimes. And also, the most important thing is that it's possible to understand what kinds of blocks and restrictions are in place. And the ultimate goal is, most importantly, is that I'm able to clear them for you. Now, I invite you to go read about on my website first of all, why am I doing this? Because I think it's important to know the value of this type of work. So before you decide on something like this, I invite you to go to my website, multiplevoices.net, and read under what they say, and read the comments of people who I've worked with doing soul realignment sessions and soul therapeutic sessions. Now, what is the price? I'm dropping it 25%, so the full price is $597, and this can be payable in at once, one time. There's a PayPal button for that, or in 2 installments of $300 each. You can find one button for that, a PayPal button, on both my Christelle Martinette site.com and multiplevoices.net. Thank you for listening in and to allow me to have this little plug. Now off to the readings. Hello, Scorpio. This is Christelle Martinette with another weekly reading starting the week 15th of February. And I have here with me an angel tarot deck. It's an Italian tarot deck created by 2 artists, Arturo Pico and Giordano Berti, in 2007, so it's a fairly new deck. And what I just want to say about using this deck is not that I'm propounding the forces of evil against the forces of good, but I'm using this as angels as a metaphor for messengers, similar to how we speak of oracles, and see what they can help us with for the week of the 15th, Scorpio. I also have the Verasipila deck here, and my runes, tiger's eyes runes, which are really grounding stones, gems that work well with the angels, which are typically represented as, depicted as flying, or in any case with wings. Take this. Okay, let me show you the cards first. The entrance card is a lovely, lovely Empress. The Hierophant next to that. 3 of Cups. 7 of Coins. In the middle is the Queen of Swords, the Focus card. The Sun. How lovely is that? The Sun. The Knight of Wands. The Magician. Wow. you've got some cards here. And the Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Very interesting energy here, Scorpio, an extremely interesting energy here. The Queen of Swords in the middle is what is exacting truth. Now, there's not one element of negativity here except what the Queen of Swords wants. Now, I'm going to later look at that 7 next to the Queen. I believe they are linked in many ways. But now, I'm inviting you to try to imagine a chevron upside down, the Magician. At the top, we have the Empress and the Three of Cups. It's a very, very fertile energy this week, very creative moment. It really is cause for celebration. It's as if you have achieved something. You have earned something. And the opposite chevron with the Hierophant at the top and at the bottom the Knight of Wands and the Page of Cups. You're ready to move forward at a pace that is unprecedented and make your offer, which is lovely. Now, if we take that from the chevron on the opposite direction, we have the Sun here, and the 2 points are the Empress and the Knight of Wands. And there's passion here, not only passion, but a passion of a certain nature. It's a creative, constructive passion. Creative and constructive. And then we have the 7 of Coins, creating a chevron with the lovely three celebratory, and this Page of Cups. Now, it's as if the Page of Cups is knighting the 7, and the 7 and the Page are telling me that there is an element of learning here. There's an element of learning before you can go out and make your offer. But there is a very fertile energy, and that will come about. Very, very interesting. I'm going to take the Verasipila on this, and we'll start with, I think it might be worth our while to start with the 7 of Pentacles. Okay. The 7 of Pentacles, I have a giovane fanciulla, who is our virgin, stanza, the room and of communication, and ammalato, the sick person. Now, what I'm getting here is as if the newness, the virginity here, the virgin nature of intimate communication is no more, is no longer, or was never. And what's interesting for me is to see that the 7 comes straight behind this Queen of Swords, which is exacting truth. Let me take a look at her. Oh dear. What did you do, Scorpio? What have you done? Okay, I'm seeing dispiacere, the tears here. Consolante sorpresa, a surprise, and disgrazia, the house on fire. It's a tower situation. Okay, so now let's say that the tarot are not telling the whole story. What we're getting here with this page, this Queen of Swords, is a picture that is painted as something that went awry. And for that reason, it has to do with truth. But the Sabila are telling me, these are mirroring each other, tower situation, but what they are telling me is that there is a glimmer of hope, there is a consolante sorpresa over that, a Queen of Swords, almost as if, the card's coming out and saying, okay, I want to know, I want to know, I want to know. And instead of relenting, the Queen causes tears, she herself cries, and displeasure. But there is in store a surprise. I would like to see the Verasipila again on because we have this magician, and it's the magician that puts you in a position, Scorpio friends, of being able to have that surprise. It's sandwiched between the Queen is sandwiched between the Hierophant and the two major arcana here, and the magician. It's also telling me here that you can, and know this, you can really make or break your world, because not only is the magician knighting with the Empress is knighting with the Sun, and there's success spelled all around the spread. If it weren't for this Queen exacting the truth, and the Seven of Pentacles, where that initial virginity was spoiled. Let me take the runes on this to see what they can tell us. Okay, I'm getting the rest of the story here. There are quite a number of runes on Merkstave, and there's one message that's fairly clear. This is Tyr, Taiwats or Tyr. Taiwats or Tyr. And it's not Merkstave, it's not Brightstave, but what is it? It's sideways, okay? And that's telling us that there's the element of success is, the jury's still out about that, because it can go either way, But I am being told that it is going to take time, It's going to take time, and it's going to take a real desire, because what I'm seeing here is that there are a few elements that need to emerge. There's this gateway rune, and it's Merkstave, and it's not going anywhere. And as Wunyo Merkstave, Wunyo is also the rune that talks of joy, and it's not going anywhere. And also Pedro, you don't understand. It seems as if you're not understanding with Pedro Merkstave. You don't see why. You don't see why. It just can't work out, it seems. It's linked, Pedro, the not seeing and the not understanding, to the emergence of truth. There's also Kinat's Merkstave. These are all Merkstave, and what it's telling me is that you cannot see it. You're not illuminated. You're not, enlightened. And but there is one interesting positioning here with the runes, and well, two really, and one is Isa right in the middle, Isa as being, as the suggestion that in time, the time that it takes, you need to draw the perimeters around yourself. You need to characterize yourself. You need to put up your, boundaries in order for you to really come into your own and understand, even you yourself, who you really are. And another another rune that is not Merkstave or Brightstave, but is sideways, is Algis or Algis, and what it talks of is that it talks of not stability, but it talks of statistics. I can't get that word out. Things being very static, and from things that are static, there is no harvest. And unless things do have a dynamic nature, they will not give you a rendition. They will not render harvest. They will not bring you what is due to you. Okay, I'll put it in those terms. But alongside the notion of characterizing yourself, the runes are just lovely. Alongside the notion of characterizing yourself and distinguishing yourself, putting up the boundaries, is another rune need that speaks of a profound desire that will bring you to, because there's 30 sats right up over that, will bring you to fervently seek out those very things, seek out harvest, seek out a delineation of who you really are, and trying to appease your need, okay? Because you are driven by those elements. It's very complex. I hope you've understood. Scorpio, it was a little bit difficult to get through here, but nonetheless, we have done so. Namaste, my Scorpio friends, till we read again together. Bye-bye.